This chapter delves into the local gossip of King's Abbot, introducing a mysterious new neighbor and exploring the complicated affairs of the Ackroyd family, particularly the secretive actions of Ralph Peyton. My day takes an unexpected turn, leading me from a bizarre garden encounter to a troubling conversation at the local inn. I told Caroline at lunchtime that I should be dining at Fernley.
But you'll hear all about it. By the way, what is the trouble with Ralph?
With Ralph, there isn't any.
Then why is he staying at the Three Boars instead of at Fernley Park?
That Caroline said so was enough for me. I didn't question it. Ackroyd told me he was in London.
Oh, he arrived at the Three Boars yesterday morning, and he's still there. Last night, he was out with a girl.
One of the barmaids?
No, he went out to meet her. I don't know who she is, but I can guess. His cousin, Flora Ackroyd.
Flora Ackroyd?
Secretly engaged. Old Ackroyd won't hear of it, and they have to meet this way.
I saw many flaws in her theory, but forbore to point them out. Instead, I created a diversion by mentioning our new neighbor. The house next door, the Larches, has recently been taken by a stranger named Mr. Poirot. Caroline has been unable to find out anything about him, much to her annoyance. All we know is that he is interested in growing vegetable marrows. My dear Caroline, there's no doubt about the man's profession. He's a retired hairdresser. Look at that mustache of his.
If he was a hairdresser, he would have wavy hair, not straight. I borrowed some garden tools the other day, and he was most polite, but I couldn't get anything out of him. A man who is capable of shutting me up must be something of a personality.
I saw the gleam of a meditated loan of a vacuum cleaner in her eye, and seized the chance to escape into the garden.
Sound of a trowel digging in soil, birds chirping softly.
I was busily exterminating dandelion roots when a shout of warning sounded from close by.
Sound of something heavy whizzing past, followed by a wet squelch.
It was a vegetable marrow. I looked up angrily. Over the wall appeared a face, an egg-shaped head, two immense mustaches, and a pair of watchful eyes. It was our mysterious neighbor, Mr. Poirot.
I demand of you 1,000 pardons, monsieur. I am without defense. For some months now, I cultivate the marrows. This morning, suddenly I enrage myself with these marrows. I seize the biggest. I hurl him over the wall. Monsieur, I am ashamed. I prostrate myself.
Before such profuse apologies, my anger melted. He seemed to read my thoughts.
Ah, no, do not disquiet yourself. It is not with me a habit. But can you figure to yourself, monsieur, that a man may work towards a certain object and then find that, after all, he yearns for the old busy days?
Yes, I fancy that is a common enough occurrence.
And my work was interesting work. The most interesting work there is in the world. The study of human nature, monsieur?
Clearly a retired hairdresser. Who knows human nature better?
Also, I had a friend who for many years never left my side. Occasionally of an imbecility to make one afraid, nevertheless he was very dear to me. I miss even his stupidity.
He died?
Not so. He lives and flourishes, but on the other side of the world, in the Argentine.
He seemed an understanding little man. We discussed my own lost opportunity to travel, a result of a poor investment in a West Australian gold mine.
It is fate that I should live next to a man who considers porcupine oil fields and West Australian gold mines. Well, well, we are neighbors. I beg of you to accept my best marrow. By the way, who is the young man with the very dark hair and eyes and the handsome face? He walks with his head flung back and an easy smile on his lips.
That must be Captain Ralph Peyton. He is the adopted son of Mr. Ackroyd of Fernley Park.
Of course. Mr. Ackroyd spoke of him. He knew me in London. One prefers to remain incognito.
Indeed.
Captain Ralph Peyton, and so he is engaged to Mr. Ackroyd's niece, the charming Miss Flora.
Who told you so?
Mr. Ackroyd. About a week ago. He is very pleased about it.
My ideas were completely upset. I could not see Ackroyd taking a hairdresser into his confidence. I began to think Poirot couldn't be a hairdresser after all.
No, there was something about that young man that I did not understand.
It was as though he was summing up the boy by the light of some inner knowledge. Just then, my sister's voice called me from the house.
I met Mr. Ackroyd. I told him that Ralph was staying at the Three Boars.
Carolyn, do you never reflect that you might do a lot of harm with this habit of yours?
Nonsense. People ought to know things. Anyway, I think he went to the Three Boars but didn't find Ralph there, because as I was coming back through the wood, I heard voices.
Yes?
One was Ralph Patton's. The other was a girl's. I couldn't help overhearing. He sounded very angry. He said, "My dear girl, don't you realize that it is quite on the cards the old man will cut me off with a shilling? We need the dibs, my dear. I shall be a very rich man when the old fellow pops off." Frowned. He's mean as they make 'em, but he's rolling in money. I don't want him to go altering his will. You leave it to me, and don't worry. Those were his exact words.
I slipped out. I proposed to make my way to the Three Boars. I knew Ralph very well. He was extravagant and self-indulgent, but lovable nevertheless. Could I do anything with the boy? I thought I could.
Sound of a door opening.
Why, it's Shepard. Glad to see you. The one person I am glad to see in this infernal place.
What's the place been doing?
It's a long story, but have a drink, won't you?
Thanks, I will.
Not to mince matters, I'm in the devil of a mess. In fact, I haven't the least idea what to do next.
What's the matter?
It's my confounded stepfather. It isn't what he's done yet, but what he's likely to do. I'm fairly up against it this time.
The unusual ring of gravity in his voice told me he spoke the truth.
I can't see my way ahead. I'm damned if I can.
If I could help.
Good of you, Doctor, but I can't let you in on this. I've got to play a lone hand. Yes, I've got to play a lone hand.